Dungeons & Dragons, the most popular TTRPG out there. In this massive community, we have Dice's, Let's Play podcasts, Dice's, cosplayers, dice makers, Dice's, plushies, mini, cards, and a hell of a lot of dices. And what brings us today, books. Specifically, the Forgotten Realms book series that started in 1987 and is still going till 2021. So, the Forgotten Realms is based on the canon D&D universe. Yeah, D&D has its own canon with history and characters within the modules. It's not just a place where you can make your homebrew island of hot bimbos casting spells against evil sexy dragons that's burning the place down with its banana breath. How this all came about, I'm pretty sure this happened during a meeting when somebody said, "Hey, we got some pretty dense lore here. We gotta figure out how to make this more digestible for regular people out there." And Johnny the intern was like, "We should write stories with hot, sexy, fancy people!" My God, that's a brilliant idea. Give Johnny a promotion! At least that's how I think it went. And it went pretty well. So well, in fact, they've written almost 300 novels worth of lore and stories and forged so many iconic characters and stories. One of them being the most heroic, complex, cat-loving ranger out there, Drizzit Deorden. Hey. Don't close that just yet. Look, I know the memes. Rangers are boring, rangers are useless, Beastmaster's the worst subclass out there. First off, if you're gonna get your facts from memes out there, then go ahead and seduce every gelatinous cube that gives you the bedroom eyes, okay? Second, I'm gonna make you put respect to the man, the myth, the legend that is known as Drizzit Deorden. Cause my God, does Wizards of the Coast love him. He is everywhere. There are so many books that have him as the main character or major player in stories. Seriously, he is like the poster boy for D&D, and there's a reason why. And I'm gonna badly explain all of his tragic backstory in his debut appearance, Homeland, written by R.A. Salvatore. So, let's get started. We're not even the first page in, and Drizzit's life is already going sideways, and he's not even born yet. His mom is about to give birth to him while the House of Deorden is fighting against a different house of Devere. The whole story centers around the city in Menzoberranzan, which... oh boy, how do I explain the culture that is Menzoberranzan? The term giant Amazon mommy comes to mind. Seriously, the words death by snoo snoo summarize the culture of Menzo to a T. Women are top of the food chain and men are just meat. Why? The Spider Mommy says so. So, the Deorden's big fighter dude, Zachnathanes, leads the charge to the warring house while the mom of the house, Matron Malice, is giving birth to Drizzt. And while that's happening, they are preparing to sacrifice baby Drizzt to Spider Mommy. Why? Because Spider Mommy says Drow families can only have 2 dudes in their houses. Man, Drizzt really rolled a nat 1 in life, huh? So just as Drizzt is about to have the shortest adventuring career to exist, his older brother Din decides that he no longer wants to be a middle son of the family and kills his older brother for a better seat at the table. So his mom decides to keep him. Holy balls, talk about rolling a nat 1 and nat 20 at the same time. Oh God! So the tale of Drizzit begins in one really fucked up world. So after all that, Matron Malice is like, "You, daughter, raise him. I'm too much of the gaslit gatekeep girl boss to raise such a foul thing." And the sister did, and treated him like crap. The moment he could move, they had him clean every inch of the house and the church to Spider Mommy. But since Drizzit is our main character, he's been blessed of being able to levitate faster than any drow normally so, and only means great things are here to come. Foreshadow. So, time skip here. We come back to Drizzit when he's 16, and oh boy, does he have the worst Sweet 16 party ever! There's this whole ceremony where he's actually kind of treated like a noble, and there he meets his daddy, big fighter dude Zachnathanes, who doesn't tell Drizzit that he is his daddy, because Matron Malice will wreck things if he does. So the two begins to bond a little, and the two start to like each other. Zack immediately going, "I will protect this sweet innocent boy from everything and anything." So during Drizzit's Sweet 16, Matron Malice is like, "Right, so we just lost one of our sons that can do magic, so you're gonna do some magic." But then Zachnathanes is like, No. Look at him. He's a fighter. Look at his magic fingers. And Drizzit proves all of this by doing some cool coin tricks with his magical fighter fingers. Magical fighter fingers. So after dunking on evil mommy's plans to make Drizzit a lame spellcaster, JK, I love spellcasters, Zack decides to train Drizzit, and the two bond over the years. After the training arc ends, Drizzit witnessed one of the more, darker side of Menzo Berenzon culture, and that is a public execution of an entire family. And what's the reason for this family being executed by all these people? Well, they tried what Drizzit House did in the beginning and waste an entire house, but they got caught trying to do that. So everyone was like, okay, we're gonna punish you for that because you were lame enough to get caught with your pants down, sucker. And during all of this, Drizzit is horrified, and Zack is happy that his boy is lawful good and has been taken over by the city's messed up justice and social system. But here's when things get messy. Matron Malice notices that Zack and Drizzit are forming a nice healthy bond, so she decides to cast 9th level trauma on poor Drizzit and forces him with mind control magic to slay a fellow drow during combat training. Oh boy. Then he goes to fighter high school, gets hazed, then kicks all the asses, comes home, then Matron Malice is like, go learn magic. And he does. While there, he also meets best boy Guinevere and becomes a Pokemon trainer. At long last, after his long years of trauma, studying, training, and hazing of school, he becomes the one great exception of a really bad subclass. And then Drizzit goes through graduation, and then things get weird. Like, really weird. Like, so weird they summon a demon, they start doing things, if I would describe them, it would get me demonetized. But let's just say it's a group no pants dance. And this freaks Drizzit the hell out, so he yeets out of there, and he runs to his older sister, who's like, wanna see something really messed up? So she leads Drizzit to a place where a Drider, which is basically any Drider that breaks Spider Mommy's rules and becomes the hot date for any monster lover. And his sister takes this opportunity to yeet him into the pit, and the two fight. Drizzit wins, obviously, and then he gets a lecture about not pissing off Spider Mommy or you get turned into bootleg Spider-Man. So only 2 days after, yes, 2 days after that trauma, Drizzit is invited by his bro to leave the cave and go upstairs where the evil bright ball called the sun is. And Drizzit does. And oh boy, does he quickly regrets it. Because it's not just a quick trip up there to say hello to the other fellow elves. No, it is a massacre, and it scars poor Drizzit again. Your boy had to save a poor elven girl by hiding her in the corpses of other elves and acted like he killed a few, which is good enough deception roll to fool everyone, including best dad Zack, who's like, oh gods, my son, he's finally evil. I have to kill him now. Yeah, I'm not joking. That's literally his thought process, because that's how messed up people in Menzo Berenzon is. So when Drizzit comes back, everyone is like, yay! Drizzit finally did something evil! We love you! And Zack is being super passive-aggressive about his son's accomplishments, and so much, in fact, that they have a sword fight for old time's sake, which turns into them almost Beyblading each other when Zack shouts at him, why did you kill innocent elves? I didn't kill anyone, I was faking it! My boy! And the two cry into each other's arms. Then, shit goes sideways. Again! Mommy Malice gets a text message from Spider Mommy's Discord mod that Drizz broke the main rule of the server, and that's not be a lawful good, so you're gonna have to kill him. So while Drizzit is out on a patrol fighting Earth Elementals, Zax walks up to Mama Malice and asks, look, I know my kid's a good being and that pisses Spider Mom and you off, so why don't you kill me instead and we'll call this even? I bet. And she does! And when Drizzit comes back from the patrol, Mom Malice tells him straight up that Zack died for him, so Drizzit just says, fuck you, I'm out, solar flare, bitch! And smoke bombs his way out of the house into the deep caves on the Underdark, hiding from his messed up family and the messed up rules of Spider Mommy. So yeah, I give this book 5 out of 5 dices. Go read it. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. If you like what you saw, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out. Ring the bell for more videos that'll be coming up and everything. If you want to help support me and everything, I have a Patreon you can sign up to. We have a whole bunch of cool stuff and everything and all that jazz. Follow me on my socials to keep up to date with new crazy stuff that I get myself into. Follow me on my TikTok to keep up to date with new Fighter Saga stuff. If you want a +5 to your Christmas saving throw, then please go buy some of our delicious merch. And now, the shoutouts. Raven Gervin, Nix Durham, The Chill Son, DJ M, Cass Bobble, Aaron, Sanira, Pyrus Nikos, Jackie M. Blair, Kayla Gullickson, Los Atten, Stephen Fawn, Adam Gullinger, Isabel Rakamoff, Faye Flower, Bobby Joe Casto, Tabitha Elizabeth Allison Trammell, and Tanisha Kanita. Thank you again so much, guys. Hope you have a lovely day, and be kind to yourselves. Peace.